friends, thanks for joining me for Thrifty Thursday. I have just a small little Thrifty Thursday haul here for you. This is another set of goodies that I got at the flea market. I'm super excited to share it with you guys. But before I get into it, I don't want to forget to mention that Thrifty Thursday is hosted by Sherry of Turquoise Dreaming. For the longest time, I've been watching Sherry do her Thrifty Thursday videos, and so anyway, just wanted to put that out there. Please check out all of the other collaborators: Maria's Miscellany, Enchanted Dreams 71, and Not Too Shabby Chic. So I have it's small, but it's interesting. So all these things that I want to show you. So I went to, like I said, the flea market, and there's a couple of antique places that I went into. So let's get started with that. I was able to secure this letter for $1. I think I paid $1. Yeah, I paid $1 for it. Now, it is in bad shape, okay? It's been eaten through by some bugs, but I think I could save some of it. It's dated 1955. Oh, maybe this is just part of her journal or something. I don't want to read the whole well, I do want to read the whole thing to you, but I won't, because unless you're really into history, you'd be bored to tears. But it's dated Thursday, October 6, 1955, and she got a very exciting telegram from Hugh O'Brien, and that he was coming to New York. He or she talks about that it was a rainy Saturday. Her family, his family, mother, dad, sister Barbara, and brother Michael, and I were all on pins and needles. This is really great. Meeting Hugh would be quite an occasion for us. This is fantastic. Okay, I'm skimming through, and I'm thinking that this is actually a story that somebody wrote. I'm thinking it's a story because it's got quotation up here, Mr. O'Brien, I presume, question mark quotation, and then the name is Susan Giuliano. So it's my guess that she wrote this as a story, because if she had written it to someone like a letter, she would have signed her name and said, "Dear whoever." So it's such an entertaining piece, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have it. And anyway, I just wanted to tell you, I think it's a story. But anyway, it's a great story. All right, moving along. So I found some postcards, and this comes from an estate of a woman who was born, lived most of her life in England, and she collected a lot of things from England. So these postcards come from there, and this one says it was printed at the National Library of Wales. So we're going to go through these. All of these come from the same, this is the second batch actually that I've purchased from the same store, I know it comes from this woman's estate because they've been in the same baggie, and I offered him 10 cents each, but he would not take it. I had to pay more than that for these, which is a shame, but I couldn't let him go either. 1972 for the precious mice images, and like I said before, I also collected some of these, and I paid $0.25 each for them, but they're so precious. I'm going to be doing a mouse journal, so these truly are vintage, and I love them. All right, friends. So next we have this beautiful, and I think I went through the stack that they had, and I picked out all the ones of the interior of some of the castles, and this is the Royal Pavilion in Brighton, and it's the corridor. Gorgeous. And I think most of these she purchased in the 1970s, I believe. This is also the Royal Pavilion in Brighton, the North Drawing Room. And I will zoom in on these. You know, maybe actually I could do that now. And then if I have to do a little more zooming, here's a beautiful picture postcard. And it's not dated, but it says printed in England. And this is Brighton also, and it says KJ Bridden's Bookshop, BREDON''S Bookshop. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if it's still there. Here is another image, beautiful. You can see all the ladies and gentlemen, and they are getting ready to dance. And this is Oh, I'm sorry. These must have been sold at Bredden's Bookshop on 10 East Street in Brighton. But the place named on it is, again, the Royal Pavilion. And this one was the banquet room. And this one is the music room. Gorgeous. Love it. All right, from the same stack, I grabbed this one just because it was beautiful art, some moth and some, it looks like strawberries growing, and I just thought it was really pretty. And it says copyright printed in England, and I don't see a date on it, but I'm assuming about the same time as the rest of them. Now, I picked up this image because I just thought she was pretty. Don't know who she is. Let's see if we can find out. This is Emma Lady Hamilton, 1761, and then she died in 1815. And the portrait was done by George Romney. So her mom, I think it was her mom, whose name was Amy Lyon, she began life as a nursemaid, and she rose by way of the protection of various gentlemen because she was very pretty. And she became the wife of Sir William Hamilton, and he was the ambassador of Naples, where she enjoyed considerable social success. And she became friends with Queen Marie Carolina and met Admiral Lord Nelson and became his mistress. Well, well, well. Most of Romney's many portraits of her were painted between 1782 and 1786. Wow, little info on her. But yes, she was very pretty. And here we have another mouse card, and it's so darn cute. So I showed you the postcards that I picked up and that lovely letter. So now let's get to these other fun and exciting things. So guys, I found this Mickey Mouse book. Now it's in terrible shape. Terrible shape. But nevertheless, it's Mickey Mouse. And you can see that there is a tear down the front of the cover. It is a little golden book. It does not sit flat. It's a little bit bent. I paid 75 cents for it, originally listed for 69 cents. And it was, the copyright is 1977. Oh, and then the fifth printing was 1978. So this comes from 1978. And the images are nice and bright. I will probably make a journal out of this because I'd like to be able to save this and just make it all better so that it would be wonderful and useful for someone. So I thought that was fun. Now, I was super excited about this, and I got this from the same gentleman that had all of the music sheets that I hauled. And this is Peter Rabbit painting book. So check this out. So here's the, it says Peter Rabbit, and then down here it says painting book. So let me zoom out just a hair. God, I was zoomed in because I wanted you to see those postcards, but now I want you to see other things. So we open it up, and it says, it's got instructions on brushes should be washed clean, and dried each time after use. And then it talks about when you mix certain colors, what it makes. And then it says Ultimus Painting Book Series, the Peter Rabbit Painting Book. And it says Philadelphia. And then it says copyright 1907. Now you guys know how excited I am about that. I can't even hardly stand it. So we have some blank pages here with some drawing on it. And then we have a picture here, and then somebody tried their best to, I think they did a pretty good job, to color it in. And then we have blank again, and you can see the pages are undone. Like the staple is still here, but it's done from the rest. But see, this is going to be great fun to make a journal out of because it's a mess, and we're going to save it and make something lovely out of it, right, you guys? So it's got, and I will plan to leave all of the original you know, scribbles in it, and might put pockets on those pages or whatnot. Obviously leave these original images exposed. Look at this, you guys. I think they did a great job. Some kid did a great job. Nice, beautifully blank page. Perfect for journaling on. Look, so cute. And yes, I'm going page by page so that you guys can see it. So much journaling space in this. This is just so fantastic. great is this, you guys? So here we are at the back. And you can see, I mean, the book's a mess. You can see that, but that's okay because we're going to redo it. And I will use this original cover, but I'm obviously going to have to give it a new spine. You can see it's just worn through. But 1905, this book is more than 100 years old. I am holding a piece of history in my hands, and I could not be happier, and I cannot wait to make something with this. I might hold it till after the first of the year and do an Easter journal or something like that, but I'm thrilled about it. Now guys, here we have Eloise. Now I'm gonna back out again because this is a little bit, there we go, of a taller book, and I want you to be able to see the whole thing as I'm showing it to you. So this is Eloise. And you can see some kid wrote the name Eloise on the front. I'll show you the spine. It's basically a train wreck. And then here's the back. So let's open this up. This is another old one. Yeah, the book pages are completely gone from, you know, they're detached here. Look at the little turtle down here. Look at the wonderful image. This is a nice bright pink. I love it so much. So this is, it says Eloise, and so cute. And it says 1955, you guys. How wonderful is it? Look, let me see if there's anything different here. Nope, 1955. It's so great. It's so great. This was the 4th printing of this wonderful book. I am Eloise, I am 6. Look at it, you guys. So yes, this one is another one I'm going to save. I could not be happier. Look at the images in here, you guys. I mean to tell you, I could not be happier than to have this tattered book to play with. Oh, well, look at this, guys. We can flip this up. Well, isn't this interesting? Wow, very cool. Very cool. Look at the images. Oh my goodness. I am just crazy about it. So I'll go ahead and be quiet. I'll go ahead and be quiet and flip through, but I just want to show it to you. I think when I turn this into a journal, I might go ahead and use just the colors black, white, and pink. I think that would be really fun since that's the color of the images in the book. Look at the chandelier. How much do you love it? I love it. I love chandeliers. So guys, I feel so fortunate to have come across this book that's in terrible shape. I get to save it and give it a new life, and honestly, nothing makes me happier than that. I'm thrilled about it. So that's gonna be it for my haul because I really went into depth about everything, but I hope you enjoyed seeing some history. These are so fun. I cannot wait to make some junk journals with all these goodies. Thanks for watching. See you soon.